What's up, guys? So I've been away for a couple of weeks and I'm finally getting back to the chicken coop build. So working on the walls right now. I got one wall for the hen house done. I'm going to construct the sides, tie it all together, and then continue on with the build. Stay tuned. So as you can see, I have 3 walls framed up for the actual hen house. I had this 4x4 laying around, so I'm going to change up the design and use this for the front, just so it doesn't go to waste. So this part's going to take a little extra planning because I got to cut out a couple windows on the front and the entryway into the hen house, so that's what I'm going to get to now. So for each step, I've just been kind of doing a rough drawing, marking out all of my cuts prior to coming over to the miter saw. But I'm going to frame out the front here, and then afterwards I'll attach some plywood, figure out where the entry to the hen house will go, and there's going to be 2 windows, kind of like that. See, so I just double checked and I was about to make 2 cuts that were wrong. So double check your list prior to cutting, that way you stay squared away. Got the front of the hen house all framed up, cut a sheet of plywood to the correct dimension. So I'm going to secure this to the back side of the front of the hen house, and once that is done, I'll flip it back over and I'll mark out where the door and the 2 windows are going to go. Alright, so I just want to give y'all a little update from yesterday because the battery died on the camera. I ran out of space on my memory card, so I had to take care of that, and I just got too caught up in the build. But let me show you kind of the progress that has been made. So the front of the hen house is all framed out with the windows and the door. Coming around to the side, the base of the hen house is done there. Got all of the supports underneath. I've already walked on that, so if I can walk on it, I think it'll hold a couple of chickens. So now I need to build out these sides with some nesting boxes and maybe a window or 2. So that's what I'm gonna get to. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but I just did a rough sketch. So for the nesting box, the overall width is 39 inches. It has a height of 14. So the front is 2-part. It's just a basic frame on the outside and then another frame on the inside. And then on the sides, the front is 14 at the front corner, and at the highest point in the back corner it's 18 inches. So this ended up being an 18-degree angle running all the way down. So this piece has two ends cut at 18, and the tops of this 14-inch and this 18-inch are cut at 18 degrees, and that worked great. So again, this is about a 12 and a half, 13-ish area depth-wise, so that's how much it'll bump off the chicken coop. And then it's 18 inches tall, plus a little piece of 1/2-inch plywood and some shingles. So that's kind of the footprint, but I'll get to building it. Alright y'all, so the first nesting box is complete. I just kind of had to work out the kinks, so I'll show you how I make the second one that's going to go on the other side. Just picked up the hardware from Home Depot, so this will flip down and open up the inside there, and then the top will be shingled. So it's time to do number 2. So for the outer frame of the nesting box, I have 2 2x4s cut at 39 inches, and then 2 pieces of, I guess if you want to call it 2x2, it's 2x4s ripped down, so it's actually 1.5 by 1.5. Threw some pocket holes in here, clamp this up, and that will be it for this. For the inside frame, I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to have the 1.5 by 1.5 on the top and bottom, and then the little piece of 2x4 will go on the ends. But these obviously aren't long enough, so I got to go rip some more down. Now see, this moved on me a little bit. I don't like that, so I'm just going to take these screws out, readjust it, screw them back in. So I'm cutting the video right here. I think it's a good stopping point. The nesting boxes are on the hen house. Got to finish framing the hen house. As you can see, that's done now. And there's some paint. So if you guys want to see the rest of the process and see how I get it looking like this, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you're notified when I post a new video. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Line Woodworks. Like this video, comment below. Give me some feedback, and I'll be posting more of how I build this. Got to finish the hen house, got to get the run built, put the roof on, gutter system, hardware cloth, all that good stuff. So please follow along. See ya.